It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division in football.
And that extra pressure will go on the offensive side of the ball. They'll need consistent play from the quarterback position because they are very explosive. And on the defensive side, they want to continue to take the ball away and make themselves contenders in the NFC East.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, what a turnaround last season in year one of the Brian Daboll era, Charles. Yes, they finished behind the Eagles and Cowboys, but they did win 9 games and one more for good measure at Minnesota in the wild card round.
Talk about establishing a new base, a new culture, and getting into the playoffs while doing it. So tough to beat this Giants team in the fourth quarter. They expect that to continue.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Prescott now. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Pollard. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the 41-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. But let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Chauncey Golston able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
But hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down and 6 now.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Open man downfield is land. It's complete.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A game there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They run here with Dowdle.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough for conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Paris Campbell now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll set up to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 19. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, what a move. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys were treated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and 3. He'll look to throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Cade York on now for the field goal
from 28 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Handoff coming left is Vaughn.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On third down, it's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. Room here to run. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Pollard one more time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Back to throw again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side.
He's to the 15.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a few.